moves past. So we start 10 paces apart, draw the sword. Uchitachi is churan, then hasso. Shitachi is in a gate-on position with the kisaki pointing directly toward my hip. As I come in, I start to do my cut, and he blocks. This is an overhead block with the kodachi. Notice that it's the left foot stepping forward, and his body is giving a right hanmi position, another a right three-quarter turn. This keeps him on the line, and if I were to continue to cut, he would already be there. But I stop my cut in a kiritsuke. This opens his right hip, his left hip, to my right side. So I try to come in with a cutting position and a doburai, or a body cut. As I do, he pulls this hip back, stays on line, pulls the hip back, and performs a blocking technique. Notice the hand is in an upside-down position. This is the strongest position for this block. You don't want to try and block sideways this way, but this is the strongest position for his hand in this block. This now opens his backside, the ura side, and I'm going to try and cut now from the other position here. Around, cut. This opens the sword, and now he has a very direct line straight into my center line. Sensei will step through, controlling my hand, slipping the sword, stepping in with the left foot, and cutting to men, right to the head. I move back to a neutral position, and we return 10 paces to our starting position.
Hey! 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 Hey!
In the Mutodori section of this DVD, we're going to cover defense from a single thrust to the solar plexus. And in all swordsmanship, all cuts are actually developed through 3 different techniques. There's a drawing cut, there's a finishing cut, and a thrusting cut. So at some point as you're swinging the sword, you should always be either drawing across and cutting through, or thrusting through. So in other DVDs, we've already covered Mutodori from Nukitsuke and Kiriyoshi. So this one, we're going to cover the thrust. So from a sword position in Churan no Kamae, the unarmed man is being threatened straight from the Suigetsu, or the center of his body. So Uchitachi is going to thrust directly through. As he does, he's going to slightly pivot and tension. And as we start to push through, his left hand will come to the mine, the back side of the blade. This is a safe side of the blade. Then as I continue to push, he reaches over the sword, controlling it, and reaches between my 2 hands to grab the sword in this position. This creates a lever. All he has to do is, using this as a fulcrum, he pushes down with the left hand straight up my body, taking the sword and cutting directly up the center line of my body as he takes it. Pulls back and then thrusts through my suigetsu. We'll do that again. That's it. Thank you. So from here, Shoot on position, I thrust through, tension motion, press, reach over, grab. Notice he's not letting go, he's holding on tight. Pressing through, working against my thumbs, up the center line on the back of his hand, being careful not to touch the blade, then thrusting to my center.
Hey! Yo! Yo! Hey!
As we move into more advanced cutting techniques, we're going to build on the tameshigiri or suimonogiri that you learned in previous volumes. In this volume, we're moving up to cutting 2 mats rather than just 1. It makes it a little more difficult. We're going to do a namigaeshi cut. In other words, we're going to cut diagonally on a kesa through our first mat and stop in the middle. Then turn the sword, cut diagonally back upward. Lower the sword and cut a yoku ichimonji or suihei cut, a water cut, straight through both mats. Please pay close attention to Shimabukuro Sensei's technique and timing. Now that you've had experience doing advanced samurai swordsmanship cutting with a long sword, we're going to introduce you to the basic techniques of cutting with a short sword. The fundamentals of cutting with a short sword are the same as the fundamentals of a long sword, except that we use the arm as an extension of the first part of the blade. In a long sword, we might have 30 inches of blade, but in a short sword, we may only have 20. So what we do is you want to extend the sword out from the hand and use the entire arm to cut, rather than just the elbow. If you use the elbow to cut, you don't get nearly as much speed or force. So keep the blade extended, kisaki up, and use the entire arm as a sword as you cut.